case, reference verified. On May 30, 2025, sisters Paityn 9, Evelyn 8, and Olivia 5 Decker were found murdered with plastic bags over their heads near an abandoned truck in Chelan County, Washington. Their father, Travis Caleb Decker, remains at large. Evening settled over Wenatchee, Washington, as the Decker sisters packed for their visit only. They never returned. Paityn, Evelyn, and Olivia were supposed to be home by dusk, but their laughter was swallowed by silence instead. When their father failed to return them, a household cracked open, leaving only fear behind locked doors. Searchlights lit empty fields, turning innocence into question. Where are the girls? On June 2nd, their bodies were found near a deserted truck, zip-tied, bags over their heads, lives snuffed out too soon. The truck stood like a rusted stage, bearing symbols of horror, plastic draped in finality, palm prints pressed into steel. Investigators staggered through tall grass, silent prayers stuck in their throats at the sight of lifeless children. Chelan County streets ran red with grief. Parents feared bedtime would become end time. The father, Travis Decker, once an active dad, was gone. His absence screamed guilt. Authorities recalled his mental health background, but grief still demanded justice, not sympathy. No Amber Alert was issued. A mistake weighed heavier than officials could have imagined. Now, system failure was whispered in church basements and grocery stores alike. Marshals spread across Idaho's Sawtooth Forest, chasing a ghost in Camoan, active shooter turned fugitive. Maps filled red. Sightings, abandoned campsite leads, survival routes fading into legend. A wallet lay in the cold truck seat. Travis's IDA, mocking proof of his vanishing. A bloody handprint smeared across tailgate steel, a fingerprint of rage. Deputies tracked dataphone records, drive times, border checks. Nothing clear emerged. Hunters scanned hillsides. Dogs padded just behind hope and fear. Each rustle in brush set hearts racing. Could it be him or something worse? The community braced. Birthdays came and went. Beds that should have held 3 were empty. Schools taught safety drills. Parents learned lessons born from nightmares. Volunteers fly at forest roads. Each car passing might hold lead or lifer. PTSD became neighborhood sickness, whispered after Nixon-era code. The sheriff's department absorbed backlash. A father disappeared with 3 daughters. Tanks of search drones broke over ridges, zooming cameras for missing voices. Family corners held photographs, faces framed in smiles now cracked by sorrow. Campsite maps were shredded and restitched by investigators tracing his possible routes. Canada locals wondered. Tweets tracked provinces, US states, northern trails. Survivalism turned sinister when belief met blood. The suspicion solidified. Some said he planned it. Others held hope he lost control. Ethics lectures pinged at city offices. Protocols are for mistakes that scar. The marshals swore, he will be found. Days shifted into nights. The manhunt became a perpetual motion of dread. A lodge owner near Idaho claimed a sighting. Marshals poured in but found only shadows. Each cleared site felt like walking out of memories, dark room only to forget the safe path. The air smelled of pine and urgency on every search mission. Footsteps crunched. Helicopters rumbled each, sound chasing answers. Families of the missing prayed. The Decker girls became emblem of grief turned public. Volunteer screens lit logins. Reporter Lee Deeney lead. Meanwhile, grief wrote itself across kitchen tables and school pickup lines. Prayer rallies, lit faces, held candles, held children living without sisters. No confession, only truth hiding in the wild. His military background gave him tools experts feared to well. Marijuana grows and TV tracks were analyzed for breadcrumbs in the forest. Bloodhound units combed meadows, they smelled desperation. Reports logged vehicles seen heading north, and clothes found by creek. Mentally, Decker was well equipped. He might still be roaming next to us. Family photos were reminders. Just last March, they were laughing on family bikes. The news cycle swelled with apparent triple homicide headlines each morning. Social media feeds pulsed. Bring them home, justice for Paityn. An Amber Alert failure memorial became protest art outside precinct. Kids whispered in hallways, 3 little girls, gone. The forest echoed question marks. Where, why, when, missing posters frayed on poles, original smiles wept ink. Somewhere he watched them fade. Prosecutors prepared indictments. If caught, truths would out. But a case begins with bodies and they were miles from each other by the time found. Would he plead? Would hope die for their safe return? Reality flickered behind searchlights and burnt-out nights. The community refused to let their memory dim. 3 names written on candles in front yards kept light alive. A hunter's daughter held a vigil. No flashlight could be brighter. Rangers patrolled forever roads. Each track could be a clue, or nothing. State troopers shadowed high-speed exits, checking plates against his face. His face, the father who killed daughters. Suspect, not found. Grief organizations handed out counseling flyers in grocery aisles. Volunteers checked mailboxes, hoping for his return, or at least information. Days turned into weeks. The heat shifted. So did resolve. Still no answers. Just a white pickup or black SUV passing hopes and fears. Warnings echoed. Mental health crisis, unexplained. But parents remembered being held, not harmed. Even if found, silence weighs as much as guilt. The hunt may end. The healing begins then, but maybe not soon. No father's face haunted us more than the one still at large. The forest waits, the girls wait. The map of grief is unending. Until he's found, the case remains open, the question burning. Until he's found, innocence remains erased from Chelan County. Until he's found, mothers and sisters pray against fear. Shadowed roads await closure. The father hides, the world mourns. For Paityn, Evelyn, Olivia and the answers that must come,